Guys, welcome back to episode 14 of my Escort panel van Resto mod. Anyway, let's just see how far I get in this one. Enjoy. Alright, so this is what I sprayed this on afterwards. I didn't show this in the last video. In the last video I finished this corner off. It's nice and strong now. So my intention now is to finish off this area here. I'm going to do this section, this inner side here first. It's quite corroded here, so I don't know if I'm going to carry on all the way here. My main thing is just to do this section. This I will do afterwards, and in order so I can finish this off, because once I put this section on here with this lip running around here, with this being behind, it'll be a bit awkward to get to. So this is the best time for it. Right now I'm just going to take this thing off now. I'm not going to show you. Here's a bolt here, and there should be one here, and there should be one over there somewhere. So I will take this thing off and then start this fabrication work here. Alright, I got this off now. There's actually 4 bolts here. I said 3, there's actually 4, but anyway, it's off. And let's carry on. Okay, so I got the basic shape now. I don't think the camera can show, but there's actually a crease that I picked up also by heating it like that. I think it's around about there somewhere. You know, so that's just the basic shape. So I'll go to the vise now, and I'll work it a little bit more. Alright, so I went to that corner over there, and I made this template, like the profile of the, you know, the edge there, although that is quite badly rotten. This one here, I mean, this was rotten away. So, and then I just flipped this around, and I think this profile must be something like that. Must be something like that in this corner here. So I'm going to work to this pattern that I made now. I'll make the steel a little bit longer, like higher up here, you know, like higher up like that, just in case I got the curve wrong, and then I can always grind it into the proper curve once I put the windscreen in here or the rubber in here or something, you know, just to see if I got the curve right. So I'll work according to this thing like that. But like I said, when I do this edge here, let's say this was the edge, if it goes there, it'll be like 5 mil higher or something like that. Then I will leave it like that until I get to this point again sometime. Okay, so I already cut this out here. Let me just put this this light on. I already cut this out here, and this section will fit in here like that. You can see that's taller already here, because this will have to be trimmed according to this template, or according to whatever. So this is out. I'm going to just trim it a little bit more neater to go in deeper there. Trim this thing off so they can just go in deeper. Then I'm going to weld this section this section in here. Also just spray a little bit of cold galvanizing paint and stuff. I'll just clean this out here a little bit, and I'll spray with this. This is the cold galvanizing, and I'll spray some cold galvanizing inside here just to protect this area a little bit more here. This area that's so bad like this I will tackle once I got the car on the rotisserie, because in this I'll turn the car vertical with this being to the ground, and then I can actually work better there. But this corner I must finish off first now. Right, let's carry on. Alright guys, so this is just a quick update. This is what this corner came out like here. This is all fresh plating inside here. That's all fresh plating inside here. So that's all done now. And this is the inner window rubber lip, if that's what you can call it, that joins onto that. This are welded here on the outside. But once this thing is on the rotisserie and this is in a more favorable position, then I'm going to give it a run inside here, you know. But for now, this is actually quite fine. And my next thing is I'm going to concentrate to put this thing on here now. So this thing must get tacked in these corners here, and then this welds must be completed once this is in position, so that it doesn't pull all over the show. So that will close that up like that. And then I'm going to put this little patch on here. And before I go any further, I'll put the fender temporarily on just to see how this, you know, how this joins the fender in this corner, you know. Let me just go to the other side and show you. So this is what I'm talking about, this gap here. Trying to see how that gap is there. If it's not 100%, I can always build it up with metal again and grind it and stuff like that, you know, to bring it down to the right gap, just to get a nice 5mm, 6mm gap there. That's obviously on that side. So my next thing is I'm just going to spray a little bit of cold gal like on these joints here, and then I'm going to tack this in this position. Okay, so that's all sprayed on there, and I sprayed on the welds at the back there. I'm not going to still neaten this up too much, because seriously that's not going to be seen at all. I mean, the dashboard is there and this outer skin is here, and I just sprayed a little bit of cold gal here again. But for the inside here, I'm not going to spray cold galvanizing here, because I don't know how that will react to the paint and stuff, you know, when the time comes. So I'm going to actually put some primer on here, gray primer, which I must go get at the shops tomorrow, just so that it doesn't rust, the surface rust. Or I can obviously put on this, I think I'll actually just put this on. No, because of the awkwardness of this position here, I think I'm going to put the gray primer there. And then obviously once this is all, you know, once the whole van is at the state, I'm going to obviously grind all this off and then give it a nice coat of gray primer or cold galvanizing also, especially like this areas here. But anyway, let me carry on now with this. Alright guys, so this is how this corner came out here. You can see it's all welded in, and I grinded it as you saw. It didn't come out too bad, I think. You can see here's excess plate here. This part here is the thickness that the that this lip must be. So that is a bit longer, so I must just trim that down there. And I got this on here now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the fender on just to see this corner here. You know, like push this in here just to see this corner, just to make sure I'm on the right height here. I'm not too high for the fender. Let me just do that quickly. Okay, so I put the fender on. I'm just holding it with the vice grips here. It's more or less where it is because I try to, you know, where I drill the welds, I try to just line that up. But I don't think this is going to give me a good guide because it's kind of all over the show. Like, I don't know if this fender must be lifted up here or whatever. I'm assuming so. But if I look at this here, it looks like this is more or less on its spot. Maybe I must just pull it down slightly so this flows in line with this here. So I'll pull it down something like that and start welding this section close here. Okay. Okay, so that must sit something like that. Okay, I'm going to weld this piece in now. I'm going to pull this down like I said, and I'm going to just tack this in and then weld it up. Finish this edge off here and call this corner done. Well, done for now, because I'm going to still grind this off here, and then obviously, like I said, when this thing's on the rotisserie, I'm going to tackle this because we're in a more favorable position. Alright, let's carry on. Alright, so I just tack that section in now. There. I'm gonna just finish this welds of here. Close this grooves here. Grind the section. But for now, I'm gonna put this piece in here now. So I don't know if you guys are maybe wondering why I'm using this old piece that's actually got a bit of rust there. I'm actually gonna grind this away and apply the rust converter and stuff on this side here. And the reason why I'm using this is because this plate has a peculiar shape. I don't know if you can see it's got a swerve and it's got an arc and all kinds of stuff. And I doubt if I'll be able to, probably it's not like I won't be able to replicate it, but I think it's just simply if I just use this original piece here, you know, because I think to replicate this might be a little bit tricky because it curves and it dips, you know, and it arcs like that. So I'm just going to clean this up on this side, apply my anti-rust stuff, and yeah, put the section in here. Okay, this didn't clean up too bad. There's just a little pit mark over there, but everywhere else it didn't clean up too bad. So I'm going to put the rust converter on here and stick it on there. Now obviously going to clean this side, and then I'm going to stick it on. Alright, so what I done off camera is I put this deburring tool in my drilling machine, and then I drilled in those grooves in those little pit marks there. It actually removed the rust that was inside there. So I'm quite happy that I've done that, otherwise that rust would have just sat there. So she cleaned up okay. So there's a pit hole somewhere here. There's a hole there, I don't know if you can see it there. But that I'll tackle once I weld this thing on. Alright, so I've actually decided I'm going to put cold galvanizing on here. I think it will be better than the rust converter. Okay, all sprayed up. I'm just waiting for it to dry out now. So truth be told, I don't know how much this will burn off once I weld it, you know, on the car. But once it's on the car, I'm actually going to try to lay, you know, inside or whatever, and then try to coat everything on the inside. But at least there's something on it. I think it will obviously just burn here, you know, on the edges, and at least the main core got some protection on. Anyway, let's get this in once it's dried. Okay, so I tacked this in. I just tacked it in a few places, as you saw. So there's quite a gap here, but I mean that's obvious because that gap, see this gap is narrower this side than that side, and that's obviously the thickness of the cutting disc that I use when I cut this. And this is now, you can see this is relatively flush here. This is relatively flush here, but if I bring the camera like this, you can see this actually got a bulge. It's not lining up with this. So this is another good example why I wanted to use the original shape here. Otherwise this would have been totally out of shape. So what I must do here, obviously I must heat this down so it can meet this thing, so it can meet this plate, and have a flowing, you know, line here. So yeah. Guys, I'm going to end this video here on that dramatic note. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell not to miss out on the next chapter of my repair, and don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends about it. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for now.